has risen.
Yes.
Because it's not just understanding how to machine metal, but it's also understanding how to work with computers.
Yep.
So I know you and Prime Metals have made a strong commitment to the local schools about working with them, whether it's being on their advisory committees or taking co-ops in. You've also done a lot in-house with upskilling your work. I know you showed me your computer lab and some. So
Yeah,
you're really
so-
you're making a full commitment there.
So yeah, we are making a full commitment. This morning I was working in our hands-on tool room, which we're naming our Advanced Manufacturing Training Center also. So that'll allow us to do, there's really two things when you look at for an employee. They have to have knowledge and they have to have skill. So the e-learning or book learning, classroom learning,
theory
is all
kind of
related
stuff,
theory stuff. That's the knowledge. Then you have to take that knowledge and you have to practice that to develop a skill. So we're setting up this other area where they can actually practice the skill without having an impact on production.
Yeah, exactly.
Without having an
without
impact
jeopardizing
on production.
your million-dollar machines.
An impact without hurting our production.
Without hurting our production, without hurting our quality of our parts, or impacting late delivery. So we're trying to have this offline area for that. So we have an e-learning lab. We have a contract with a company that we do the e-learning for the knowledge. We have a CNC lab, which has 3 small CNC machines where they can practice on that. And then we have a bigger area where they'll be mentored by senior employees, which have a lot of knowledge.
Well, I'll tell you, if more companies were doing what you did, I think it would go a long way towards closing that skills gap. That's really big. It's here and it's growing. And so we appreciate the work that you guys do to help support the programs that are out there in the schools and what they're doing. So as you know, it takes many angles to kind of come at this problem to solve it. So the schools aren't going to be able to do it by themselves. The groups like us, the workforce system.
It's a long journey to become a talented machinist, and it doesn't stop after a year or 4 years after getting out of high school. It goes on for a lifetime. So there's always new technology coming out. You're always trying to learn. We're always working with the people that we buy machines from, those OEMs. They're doing training for us. We're trying to, I guess, turn over every different stone of how to bring our employees to a more knowledgeable, more skilled level to keep our business.
It's a pretty impressive training program that you have. I mean, to have 3 segments like that within your own organization, it just shows the importance for our listeners and or our viewers, the importance of the manufacturing position or jobs within manufacturing, that it is not just a labor-intensive go in there and you're just going to work on a machine.
It's a thinking job as well as
it's a thinking job.
Exactly.
So we're speaking with James Liberty. He's the manufacturing support manager for Prime Metals. Anything that we haven't covered that you wanted to make sure that the folks listening and watching the Working Lunch know about?
From my standpoint, I think everybody hopes for the best, and we do also, but we're trying to prepare for the worst if we can't find any employees to build our own. And we're just trying to, build that platform where our current employees can
Well, you're
grow.
certainly putting your money where your mouth is, and the investment you've made in helping that next generation is appreciated. So, well, thank you very much for being here.
Thank you.
We're going to take another break, and then we'll be back with the rest of the Working Lunch.
Oh, hey, bud.
Oh.
Where are you headed?
Just gonna hang out.
It's a school night. With Gary and Todd?
Yeah.
Not sure about those two. I've been meaning to ask you. This is tougher than I thought. Is there any drinking going on in this crowd?
No.
I hope not, because alcohol can lead you to say things and do things that you really wish you hadn't. Isn't this what you're supposed to say?
I know.
So if any of your buddies ever pressure you to take a drink, just tell them you promised your dad you wouldn't. I'd do anything to keep you safe.
Okay, I will.
I hope this is working.
I promise. Love you too, Dad.
They really do hear you.
Ryan.
Yeah?
So start the conversation even before they're teenagers.
Good idea.
For tips on what to say, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov. A message from the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration.
Welcome to the city of Worcester, where diversity works.
Welcome to Worcester.
Welcome to Worcester, where diversity works.
Bienvenidos a Worcester, donde la diversidad trabaja.
Bun venit în Worcester, locul unde întâlnești diversitatea.
Worcesterಗೆ ಸ್ವಾಗತ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ವೈವಿಧ್ಯತೆ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡುತ್ತದೆ.
Bienvenido a Worcester, donde la diversidad es nuestro éxito.
Welcome to Worcester, where diversity works.
There are over 6,000 hydrants in Worcester. Please help us by shoveling around the hydrant near your home. Clearing a 3-foot radius around hydrants can save precious moments in the event of an emergency. You can also choose to participate in our Adopt a Hydrant program. When you agree to adopt a hydrant, you will receive a certificate of adoption signed by the Commissioner of the Department of Public Works and Parks as a thank you. Please call customer service at 508-929-1300 or visit us online for more information on how to get involved with this program. Thank you.
Welcome to Worcester, where diversity works.
Where diversity works.
Welcome to the city of Worcester.
Benvenuti alla città di Worcester, dove la diversità funziona.
Mirse venire a Worcester cu funcionăm de respectot diversității.
Bem-vindo à cidade de Worcester, onde a diversidade funciona.
Bienvenidos a Worcester, donde la diversidad funciona.
Welcome to the city of Worcester, where diversity works.
Okay, we're back here at the working lunch, and boy, that was pretty fascinating.
That was great. I love
I'll
the
tell
training
you.
program.
And the event they hosted with the lieutenant governor
And they are
really did our region proud.
They are investing in
They are.
their own
Putting their money where their-
recruitment
where their mouth
of
is.
trying to find folks to come in and fill those voids that are going to be forthcoming. I mean, it's inevitable.
Yes.
There are positions
Speaking of
available.
forthcoming, we have with us, that's the segue, we have with us our own Lauren Morano, who used to be Lauren Ross, so she got married, so has a new name. So we used to have the Ross Roundup.
It was a great segment.
And we're thinking now, what do you think of this? The Morano Minute.
Love it.
Absolutely.
Like it.
And I'm going to guess we're going to integrate some sort of clock ticking or something.
60 seconds.
Okay.
60 seconds.
And now the Morano Minute featuring Lauren Morano.
So we can't do like the horses and the whole
You like that?
roundup
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
Ross Roundup.
That's gone.
It's not gonna work.
We'll
New-
play it. I
new
think we do
venue,
have to play it just
new
for old
venue.
time's sake.
Yeah.
Like once in
New
a while,
segment.
just out of the old vault.
Pop it in.
All right. So what's happening in the community?
Well, I wanted to ask Jennithan, you did a good event last weekend, right? You did
Which
the-
one?
Did the Celtic
Oh, I did the
5K?
Celtic 5K. Yes, it was.
Celtic or
I
Celtic?
think it's
Celtic.
Celtic.
It's Celtic.
And there was a parade, right?
There was a
St. Patty's
parade
Day
after.
parade.
Yep, the Worcester St. Patty's Day
A
parade.
tradition.
It's an annual tradition. We had. It was a little cold.
Yeah.
Cold this year.
Yeah, but you know what? No, I know some years if there's still snow, it makes it hard for the spectators to. At least there was plenty of room without the snow yet.
Right, because the snow came yesterday,
Yeah.
which was after Sunday's race. But yeah, no, I got out there, been running around for a couple months inside the treadmill and got out, had my mask. I look like Bane. Remember Batman, Bane
Oh, yeah.
from Batman?
No, but
that
okay.
was me.
That
was me.
I've seen pictures of
I
them.
was out there. And how
Good
come
time?
you weren't? And how come you weren't there? My time was 27 minutes.
Oh.
A little disappointing, but you know what? We'll get
Still
there.
But if you
It's
enjoy
below
what you're
30.
doing, you don't want
It's
you want to
below
make it
30.
It was
last.
a lot
You
of
don't
fun.
want to rush
It was
through
a lot
it.
of fun. You know
Make
what?
it last.
In the spirit of St. Patty's Day, I got out there.
That's right.
You know what they ought to do though? I've seen some groups do it where you stop. It's like you have to like have a beverage at so many places on it, and that would be the route to do it, right?
Yeah, we call that the Millbury Street Shuffle. It's a whole nother event. You know, we'll see about that. That's in the summertime. Or pub crawl.
I think maybe after the parade, it's like the way back. We need to come up with a name for. We're gonna.
Well, for St. Patty's Day, it's actually I host a tailgate. It's called the Ian McCorty Tailgate.
Is that like in memory or something? Or?
It's a translation from like Jonathan is Ian, John, Ian, and
I don't get the. Really, Jonathan is like Ian.
yes.
I didn't know that.
Right. And my last name is Cortes, so McCorty. We kind of changed it around. It's a little play on. It's a fictional character. It's the Irish side of me.
Just making stuff up.
It's the Irish side
You
of me.
know, I could honestly see if we dressed you like in a green suit, and had the pipe and the hat. I kind of see how. Can we put a graphic? Just look at the camera. Can we put a
have a
graphic?
green board?
Can we put a
we have a
graphic
green board,
on
yeah.
that makes him look like a
Yeah,
leprechaun?
no, I'm not the leprechaun. It's Ian McCorty.
You say you're not the leprechaun.
Yes. Anyway.
I think the graphic that we put on there will say different.
Speaking of.
What else is going
Switching
on?
gears.
Speaking of the leprechaun.
Really quick.
Welcome back to Morano's Minute.
Yeah. So there's a lot going on.
You got 60 seconds.
Ice cream event?
Not yet. It's not that warm yet.
I know.
It's still winter. So, the first thing, the Mass State Treasurer is putting on an event at the YWCA to empower women. It's a women's.
Well, I'm not a woman, so I'm not sure. That doesn't make me feel very welcome. I mean, I don't know what you want me to say.
Empowerment event.
Oh, nice.
Well, that's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
So
Is it business related or what?
they go over
entrepreneurial?
salary negotiations, saving. They talk
I mean,
about
how would you
credit.
feel if I was like, hey, we got this great event coming up for men? You'd be like, oh.
Yeah, but sometimes that happens. Do you feel slighted?
No, I get it. Like, the saying is it's a man's world, and
So
hey, you got enough events that are all just men already.
Right.
Hey, whatever.
Right.
So I'm good with it.
It's a good event.
And how long is the event?
It sounds like a fabulous event. That's
So
why
it's
I might show up anyways.
You should. It's March 20th, 2 hours, 6 to 8.
Oh, it's an after work event.
Yes.
Fantastic.
So the website is weworcester.eventbrite.com.
Nice.
Good.
You can go and sign up for that.
Excellent. Excellent find.
So the chamber is having a few roundtables. I'm not sure if you guys, I think you know about the manufacturing roundtable coming up. That's March 22nd at the chamber, 7:30 to 9. And then there's the construction roundtable, which is the
And
next
that's a new,
week.
and I think that's a new roundtable for the
one.
chamber, a new industry group.
Yep.
Great.
And that's the same time frame.
And folks can check out the chamber website, the Worcester Regional Chamber, to go ahead and.
And what do these roundtables incorporate?
So I think it's just a good kind of forum to share updates, best practices.
They bring in guest speakers that talk about industry-related.
Open discussions,
Just so
question
our
time.
listeners and viewers know,
Sure.
should I go to one of these roundtables? I work in construction, or I'm a entrepreneur. I'm a business, and I'm not a member of the chamber. It's a small family-owned business, but they can come here and kind of get a lay of the land of what's going on.
I think if they check out the
industry
chamber
updates.
website, it'd
Yeah.
give them information about how to get involved
Yep.
and possibly
network with,
network
with
there.
other people.
There you go,
So
networking.
it's good. So the next thing I have is another women's event. Sorry, it's a good one, big one.
They're all good ones.
They're all great.
at the-
Don't get me wrong. I think it's fabulous.
It's at the DCU Center, the Worcester Women's Leadership Conference, which is very well attended. That's April 13th from 7:30 to 4:15.
Is
So
that
that's a full day
sponsored
event.
by the Fleer Group or the Flick Group or whatever?
There's a lot of sponsors.
And where's that held?
DCU.
At the
Center.
DCU, that's a big
That's
event.
right. That's in one of the function halls? Or is
Yes,
that-
and it's always sold out.
Yeah,
So
that's a big one.
Yeah,
I
so
can't go to that one, though.
I think you've been to that in the past, haven't you?
I haven't gone to
No,
that
not that one.
It's my
You've been to.
birthday.
But
More
the
importantly.
chamber website, is where to go to
Great.
register for
April
that. But
13th.
there's only 40 spots left. It's
Wow.
filling up quick.
Filling up quick.
So gotta
Great
get in there.
networking event for women.
Good.
Yes. So a few trainings that we have coming up too.
Yep.
There's a CNC manufacturing training
We just talked to Jim Liberty
Yeah.
about the importance of that.
coming up. So that's there's an info session on March 17th, which is this Friday at 11 a.m.
St. Patty's Day.
Yes,
Back
at
again.
Workforce Central in Worcester.
Yep.
So for the radio component of the show, that'll be beyond the deadline. Folks can still get more information by calling over to our office or calling
Yes,
to.
they can call me directly, 508-373-7607.
Great.
So that training is going to be May 8th through June 2nd. We also have a food production training. And anybody that's interested in that can call Kelsey Lamoureux at 508-373-7641.
Great.
That's going to be
So
May.
get more training for folks that want to get a pathway into an industry and into a good job.
Yep, that's April 24th through May 12th, Monday through Friday. That will be 9 to 3. that
So the
training.
training's going to last that long, 9 to 3 full damn days.
Yes.
Nice. Very good.
And we also have more spots available for women in the Building Pathways program. if they're interested in that. So that's a pre-apprentice construction training.
Yeah, I wonder if we can't promote that at the women's events that are coming up.
Yes, or maybe the construction roundtable that's coming up.
See that? You really, that really pulled it all together. That's why this is Lauren Morano, and this is the Morano Minute. Great.
Perfect.
Well, thanks for coming on and sharing all that good stuff.
That took more than a minute, though.
It did.
She's going to have to work on that.
The Morano moment. Because the moment could be longer than a minute.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah,
That
we'll
might
see.
work.
We're going to
We'll
work
see.
on it. Well,
We'll
we'll
take
see.
it back to the
Good stuff,
lab.
Lauren.
We're taking
We'll work
it.
on
Well,
that.
welcome to the show. I mean,
Thank
it's
you.
the new and improved. Not that you can be new and improved, but I mean, it's the.
So I'm going
great.
to point over to our floor manager. Judy, how are we doing on time? I wanted to, what do we got, about 5 or 10 minutes left? 4 minutes. 4 minutes? So why don't we jump right to the mailbag? And I think there's is there an opening for that the folks in the back are going to?
Nope. Yeah.
So we're ready for the mailbag. And
so-
you can and Lauren, thanks again for being with us. You're going to go ahead and sneak away because I know that you've got other work to do. So thank you.
Oh,
for
thank you
joining
for
us.
coming.
guys. Have a
Yep,
good day.
no problem. And now we'll go into the mailbag.
We're going to go to the mailbag. So I think
So-
do you want me to read the today's
No,
mailbag?
Actually, I'll read it as per usual. And
You do.
just listening to your words of wisdom as you respond to yet another email that we got from a local customer. Ready?
Yep.
So, as I open up this mailbag, Hector from Worcester asks, what does the Career Center offer people looking for a job? And then the key question, how much does it cost?
Well, Hector, the good news is that I'll answer the second question first. It's at no charge to the job seeker.
That's right.
The Career Center offers a wide variety of services, including information on how to network, information on how to find jobs, assistance with putting applications together and how to go about putting an application together, how to create a resume, how to go through an interview process. So all those things are offered to you, plus access to through the state's largest job board, JobQuest, a link to jobs that fit them. And if they sign up starting very soon, we're going to be launching our online portal. So information will be available through them. Through our services will be also be available in an online component as a Workforce Central member. And they'll be getting, as a member, they would be getting job leads. If they sign up through the portal, they'll be getting job leads on a consistent basis. So
That's a good answer. I'll also add that Hector and friends and others who are listening or watching, that if you want to take advantage of the services at the Career Center, that you simply call the Career Center and ask to register to a Career Center seminar.
Which is the orientation.
Which is the orientation. It'll give you an overview of all of the services that you kind of just spoke about in a nutshell. But it goes in depth on some of those. And as a byproduct of attending that orientation, immediately thereafter, you'll meet with a career counselor on a one-on-one to answer any questions that you may have, but also start to lay out what we call